Wonderful. Oh man, I love the seats. I feel like we're about to talk about the cosmos or something up here, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm talking about something a little bit more down to earth. But before I get into that, I was thinking, I'm going to ask you folks, what is something with relationships? When it comes to communication, sex, oh, there's my name with a bunch of hearts by it. What is something when you think about a relational partner? What is something you wouldn't like see in a romantic partner? What is to you a red flag? For what the kids say, what would be a big ick for you? What was it? I want you to think about that for a moment. What is a big red flag for you? Shout it out, raise your hand. What do you got? Yes, please. You never text back. Keep leaving me on red. That's lame. That's lame. Not cool, right? All right, what else? Yeah, Nikki. No friends. They have none of their own friends. Do they try to steal your friends then? Red flag. What do we got? Thank you. Insecurity. Yeah. Maybe they get jealous when you hang out or talk with people of the opposite or same sex. G, what do you got? Camouflage pants. Get that camouflage out of here. I don't know why I can only see the top of your body. I can't see the bottom half. It was funny. G was in my interpersonal class last semester, and I asked this same question, red flags. The question for the folks coming in, what is your biggest red flag? And you know what one of my students said? He said, girls who wear leather pants. You remember this, Aaron? And then a girl in the class who they fought like brother and sister, she said, yeah, well, I don't like guys who only use 3-in-1 shampoo. That's a red flag. Here's the thing. Red flags, they're indicators, right? They're indicators about maybe something that's not matching up with me and this other person. And maybe you can resolve it through healthy interpersonal communication. That's why we're here. But sometimes it's just not going to work. So if it's not going to work and there's too many of those red flags and they build up, what do we have to do? Sometimes it's a deal breaker. We gotta kick them to the curb. Here's the thing, folks. Me, Dr. K, I have a little experience in this breaking up business. My Patrick and Dr. Corey Brown will know. I have broken up with more people than I would like to say that I have. I've been dating for 18 years, ever since I was 14. I've been dating like a whole year's worth for a lot of you. So I've had a lot of experience on this topic. And what I'm going to talk about today is 7 breakup strategies that you folks can use that if those red flags accumulate, they get to be too much, how do we tend to break up with people? Sound good? And then maybe at the end, I will share a little story to send it all home, how you can move on with breakups better in your life. The first big breakup strategy that you folks can use if things are not working out this Valentine's Day, it's called the self-blame tactic. This is an easy one. You might know what I'm talking about. Hey, Gabby, it's been a really good past couple weeks here. But you drink a lot of coffee. I'm more of a tea guy myself. You wear glasses. I got LASIK. Things aren't working out. You know what? You're just too perfect. It's not you, it's me. Oh, what's wrong with that? Well, the thing is, when you say that, what does that really mean? It's you. It's like totally you. And I am too afraid to say it. I am too afraid to just say, hey, I don't like this about you. I don't want to be mean. I'm just going to say you're too perfect. You're too pretty. I'm not emotionally intelligent enough for you, and move on. That's one strategy. 2, another one of the less kind ones is called manipulation. So, Zach, yeah, Zach is back. I just met Zach. So Zach, hey buddy, we're friends, and there's There's G over here. I've been seeing G for, we're in band together. I play the bass drum. He plays the tuba. Things are getting pretty serious. But, I'm just like, I know you're friends with him. But I'm just like not that into him. But, so if you can just tell him that we're not like together anymore, I'd be like, all right, thanks, man. Yeah. Can you just, yeah. No, G's like, please stop. Manipulation is, hey, I don't want to break up with you directly. I'm going to use some type of third party. I'm going to use a friend or a mutual friend to do the dirty work for me. Say like, hey, let them know I'm just not that into them. Maybe we've had some experiences with that one too. Third one, cost escalation. All right. So, if I am no longer feeling it with someone, Patrick and I'm no longer feeling it, man. But instead of me just saying that and being direct with this beautiful man here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start picking fights. I'm going to start acting like an a-hole. I'm going to start being mean, doing the silent treatment, and I'm just going to just be acting sour and nasty until what? Until Patrick goes, sick of your bullcrap. I'm done with you, Stephen. Get all of your stuff and get out of here. Would you do that to me? Yeah. No. He's too good. He's a glutton for punishment. But when you escalate those costs because you yourself are too afraid, are too cowardice to initiate the breakup yourself, you don't want to be the bad guy, then you act these ways to get the other person to do it. Number 4, reverse that, de-escalation. Temporarily stepping back from the relationship, lightening the load, maybe getting a little bit more distant from that person, not breaking it up, not ghosting them. Here's my question. Who are my friends? Sitcom friends, fans in the audience. Who's my friends, fans? Question. Ross and Rachel. Were they on a break? Break or no break? Yes, they were on a break. Emma says they were on a break. Ross is in the clear. No? Rachel should be mad. She has every right to be mad. That ambiguity therein lies the problem of de-escalation. If you and your partner, you're going through a rough spell, you say, hey, let's take a little break, you better lay down some communication ground rules so you don't get into the limbo that Ross and Rachel got into there in their relationship. So de-escalation is another way if you take that break and it slowly simmers away. Number 5, there is the avoidance strategy. What's another way that you folks can avoid people? What do you call avoiding someone or not texting them back, not responding? Ghost. Happy Halloween. It came early. This Valentine's Day, we're ghosting. Why do you ghost people? We've all done it. I'm sure a lot of us have. Why do you ghost people? It's confrontation. It's easy. They're boring. Their jokes are lame. Too many dad jokes. I might be projecting a little bit. Maybe that's just me. Too many cheesy jokes. Ghosting. You just stop responding. Leave them on red. How does that make the breaker feel? Who cares? I don't like them that much anyway. But what could that do to the breakee, to the recipient of that breakup? Man, what'd I do wrong? They didn't like my hair? They didn't like my job? Did I make enough money? Am I not a good boxer? Like, G, am I not strong enough? Am I a wimp? I'm not benching enough? It's harder on the breakee than the breaker. But we do it anyway. The recipient has to fill in those gaps. Number 6, mediated. What I mean by that is you use technology in some way, shape, or form to initiate that breakup. Anybody still have a Facebook? Anybody still have Facebook? Wow. Me too. We're dinosaurs. What's your Facebook relationship status? Single. Single. It's complicated. In a relationship, Who ever put it's complicated on their relationship? Like who, attention seeking all the way. No one ever put that on there. But if you, back in, 2008, were dating someone and you wanted to break up and not tell them, you just changed that status from in a relationship to single, baby. That's a mediated way. How can you do that on Instagram? How can you let them know that it's not working out anymore? Delete those pictures, baby. Woo! Hey, Gabby's missing a lot of posts. I don't know. That wasn't a soft opening. That was like a hard leaving with that person there. Or it can even be something as innocuous as a Post-it note. Not working anymore for my Sex and the City fans out there. So how do you use some type of mediated type of communication through Instagram, Facebook? That's that strategy. I think I went through 6. There are 7. Which one am I missing? How else can you break up with someone? I don't think there's any other way, right? How else can you break up with someone? Oh, talk to, whoa. You want me to walk up to someone face to face and tell them something that's going to hurt them? Maybe? Yes, that is what we're going to talk about. Number 7, the direct, open, confrontational way. You walk up to that person and you put out your grievances. Hey, I want to talk. This isn't working for these reasons. Here we go. The research will tell you that this method tends to be the best because you are being honest with yourself, you're being as respectful of that person as possible, face to face, and they know exactly what's going on so that they don't have to ruminate and think about it more and more. But even how many times I break up with people, it never gets easier. And even when you use the good strategy, like the one I just told you there. In February, last February, a year from today, I met a girl on the apps. Let's call her Brianna because that was her name. Here's the thing about me, and my colleagues know about me. I want to have kids. I want to have a family. I got all the dad jokes ready. I just need to be the dad. So I want to move, kind of quick in a relationship. And so did this girl. Everything went off without a hitch. We traveled together. We went on dates. We celebrated together. I met her family. She met mine. And it came to the point where it was about this past June where both of our leases were going to be up at our apartments. And after about 4 or 5 short months, we said, hey, why don't we move in together? I was on the market for a house. She was just like, well, how about I move into the house with you? And I'm like, that sounds good. And you can pay me rent, and that'll work. She was like, good. So we move in. Things moved quite quickly on most people's scales. About late June, Emma's getting scared. Buckle up. About late June, things are a little rocky. I feel a little tense. I wake up one morning and she's in the kitchen, and I can tell things are just a little off. And she says, I don't think you're committed to me. I was like, word? What? What are you talking about? We met each other's family. We did this. We traveled together. We've exchanged I love yous at this point. But she said, you don't want to get married yet. You haven't asked the question yet. And I was like, girl, we just bought a house. So I just moved into a house. I'm a little lacking on funds. Can you just give me a minute? And that's pretty much what I said. It wasn't my best moment. I could have been a little nicer about it. But she seemed to get over it and take that, and things seemed to be better for a little while until about a week later, early July. I wake up one morning. She's over on the side of the bed. I look over. She is just sitting up in bed like this. Honey, are you okay? I had a bad dream. Well, okay, I'm sorry. What was it? You cheated on me. I'm sorry? What do you say? What do you say? It wasn't me. Sleep Steve's a jerk. I don't know what to say. I didn't do anything. So we talked a little bit. I thought we would make it feel better. She seemed to do a little bit better. But I felt this tenseness throughout this whole Friday through Saturday. And it came to Sunday night. And I just still felt this tension. And I finally walked up to her and I was just like, Brianna, what's going on? I still feel something. I still feel some tension. And she goes, you know what it is? Because you did cheat on me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, I know, because when I woke up before you, I grabbed your phone, used your sleeping face to open said phone, went on your notes app, and I saw you had all these things written about all these other women. You lying, cheating asshole. Pardon my French. This sounds bad. Dr. K, how could you? Here's what it was, though. I teach storytelling. Ask my storytelling students in here. What is one thing we talk about as healthy to do with storytelling? Write down your stories. Write down, journal. Make sense of your thoughts, your emotions. It'll help you feel better. What she had done is she had gone through my phone. She went to my notes app, to my journal, and read all of these things about all my past, things that are very personal, not meant to be read by anybody but myself. And because your notes app updates every time you write in it, she thought I wrote all of this stuff about all these women within the last 2 weeks. I guess honest mistake. I told her everything. She was upset. She didn't believe me at first. She finally did. And she started talking to me like, all right, I'm so sorry. We'll get through this. And I said, I don't know if I can get through this. I've had people go through my stuff before. It doesn't feel good. It's not fun. I lost my trust in you because you were insecure. And she said, well, you have to forgive me right now or it's over. And I said, I just need some time. I can't do that for you right now. I'll be open and honest with you. I can't do that for you right now. She said, if you don't forgive me right now, I'm taking the dog and I'm leaving. I said, I can't do that. So she yelled at me. She said, you're a piece of crap. I'm sick of looking at you. You disgust me. She pushed me. I was like, I'm not doing that. She grabbed her dog, Bolt, German Shepherd, very cute, slammed the door and left. I miss that dog. I'd never seen her act like that. And I moved really fast in that relationship. I don't want you folks to feel like there's a formula. I'm 32. I want a relationship, as I'm sure most of you do too. I don't want you to get yourself into a situation where you feel like you have to be with someone and make it work. Feel like there's some type of schedule. And rush it and rush it and rush it until you find someone you think you're compatible with, but you find out that you moved too quick and you didn't really know them in the first place. Because even with that open, direct kind of breakup that we had there, it still hurts. It still sucks. It's always going to suck. So what I want to do is impart on you folks that it doesn't have to suck. Through interpersonal communication, talking, open communication, you can get into healthy relationships, maintain them, but you can also, if need be, dissolve that relationship, break up with respect, take the high road, and move on from it. That's what I want from you folks. Thank you for your time today.